Revenge films.
After I got married, I moved in with my husband and his parents. One day, we all found out that my sister-in-law, Sarah, had cheated on her husband and he left her because of it. My mother-in-law was furious about this, but not at her daughter. About the fact that Sarah's ex-husband was asking for alimony. Sarah was staying with us for a while now that she had no place to live. At first, she seemed pretty upset, but when she saw her mother's thirst for revenge, she lightened up. My mother-in-law was odd and greedy. She seemed to think that the world revolved around her. Her idea of a perfect life was that I play the role of a housekeeper, and she and her daughter live an extravagant life using the alimony payments received from Sarah's ex-husband. I was tempted to let my mother-in-law know that she was being unrealistic, but I didn't want to pick a fight with her.
Society needs to protect women. Sarah deserves to receive financial support from her ex-husband.
After some time, we had a meeting regarding Sarah's divorce with a lawyer present, and for some reason, I was asked to participate as well. As I had predicted, the ex-husband was requesting payment of alimony and not the other way around.
You can't do this to my daughter.
The lawyer representing the ex-husband ignored my mother-in-law and explained the basics of divorce law to everyone.
This is not at all what I had expected.
I don't believe a word this lawyer is saying to us. She must be a phony.
The meeting ended there, and it looked like the ex-husband and his lawyer were taking care of things on their side. My mother-in-law and Sarah called up friends and relatives and told them about what happened at the meeting. They wanted to find more people that would support their views. No one agreed with them and said that they should listen to the divorce lawyer instead of trying to find loopholes in the law. My husband told Sarah that she deserved to be punished for having an affair. Even after that, his mother and Sarah tried to reason their way out of not paying the alimony, but they failed. Also, the ex-husband was getting sole custody of their daughter.
I don't understand why we're the ones paying alimony. It's just not fair.
But then, someone told my mother-in-law that if she continued to make a big fuss over this, the lawyer could request a higher amount, and with that, she became quiet. For a while, my mother-in-law and Sarah were quiet around the house.
You know what? You both work full-time. How about you help us out with the alimony payments? Also, since I'm allowing you to live in this house for free, you two can help pay for Sarah's living expenses.
That's a great idea. This house is more mine than yours. The least you could do is pay for my expenses. Also, I need your help with cooking and cleaning. I love to eat well, so if you could put an effort in cooking, I'd really appreciate it.
They were being absolutely ridiculous, as always. My mother-in-law seemed to have conveniently forgotten that she was the one that asked us to move in with her. She didn't work and she needed us to support her financially, but I kept those thoughts to myself. Actually, my husband and I had plans to move out of this house soon. From that day on, Sarah treated me like her housekeeper.
When you come home from work, you could prepare me a nice dinner. I'm in the mood for steak tonight. Hey, you missed a spot! You need to clean thoroughly. I'm allergic to dust. You should be thankful that my mother and I are letting you live here rent-free.
I assumed that Sarah would be making monthly alimony payments to her ex-husband and that she would be busy working to save up that money. But Sarah stayed home all the time and she didn't work at all. How is she going to pay the alimony?
Starting this month, I need you to pay me rent in addition to living expenses.
Sarah, your brother and I already pay your mother a substantial amount every month. It doesn't make any sense that you're asking us to pay more.
But we need you to pay more, and that's okay, right? Don't give me a hard time.
That's when I realized that she was taking extra money from us to pay her alimony. It was unbelievable. I told my husband about this and he agreed that it was insane. He said that he needed to teach his mother and sister a lesson. The reason why my husband and I were moving out as soon as possible was because he was being transferred to a different location for work. We were going to tell his mother and sister soon, but we decided not to because they couldn't be trusted. My husband talked to his mother and sister and told them that we couldn't pay them any more money than we already did.
Fine, but we're raising the amount of the following month. That's enough for you to come up with the money.
My husband also made sure I wasn't doing all the housework by myself.
You're busy with work, too. Let me help out with the chores. I'm a terrible cook, though. So that's the only thing that I can't help you with. Also, I love eating what you make for us.
My husband and I prepared to move out during the times that his mother and Sarah were out shopping or dining. A month later, his mother and Sarah came to us asking for more money.
I need $1,500 for living expenses from you starting this month. That much?
Yes, and an additional $1,500 for rent.
They seemed happy to be doing this to us.
Sorry, we don't have that kind of money.
What do you mean? Care to elaborate?
We're moving out, so there's no need for us to continue paying you. And you don't pay rent, so it makes no sense for me to have to pay rent.
Well, your wife should pay rent at the very least.
There's no point in having this conversation. We're moving out. In fact, we'll move out today. I'm moving elsewhere for work.
Why didn't you say anything about that to us?
That's right, we're your family.
You said that we were intruding, so we're doing you a favor by moving out. We didn't tell you because we wanted it to be a surprise. You two must be thrilled.
We didn't want a surprise. How are we supposed to pay everything after you two move out?
Mom has her pension, and you're young. You can get a job. Don't tell me that you expected us to do all the work for you.
I was going to get a job eventually. I was getting over my divorce, okay?
What's there to get over? You're the one that cheated on your husband. From now on, you need to take care of the alimony payments yourself. You can't continue to rely on us.
Why are you being so cruel to me? Can't you wait until I find a job at the very least?
You're an adult. You should learn to stand on your own 2 feet. I don't know why Mom spoils you so much. We're leaving now.
Actually, I have an idea. How about we move with you? That way we can continue to live under the same roof as one happy family.
No way in hell. I'm not telling you my new address.
You can't do this to us.
We need your help. Can you help us out as family? Please?
It's too late to try to get on our good side. You exploited us long enough.
We don't know what we'll do without your help.
We were both excited to start our new lives. Sarah was having trouble finding a job, and she was unable to pay her alimony on time. My mother-in-law was unable to pay her mortgage, and they were evicted from the house. The only place they could afford with my mother-in-law's pension was the shabbiest apartment in town. Sarah eventually got a job at the supermarket. The money she earned was used to pay the alimony, so there was nothing left for her to spend. She called my husband and begged us to let them move in with us. She promised to be on her best behavior and that she would take care of the cooking and cleaning for the family. My husband told her that we weren't going to change our minds. We had moved on. My husband and I were expecting a baby soon, and we were happy to have his mother and sister out of our lives.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.